What's up, y'all? This is Frank from Frank's Media and Reviews. Today's video is all about my top 25 favorite films of all time. This is from my buddy, Original Fuzz. He recently did his top 25 films of all time, and I was like, that sounds like a pretty cool idea for video. And then Chase from AVA, Pop Culture. What's up, buddy? He suggested, I kind of do the same because he did his as well. And he was inspired by Fuzz to do his list. And I was like, again, this sounds like a pretty cool idea. So this is my top 25. And it's, you guys know me. I am a horror fan. I love the horror genre. And my list is going to be different, a lot different from theirs. And yeah, I think I have a wide range, but I do have probably more horror movies than the average person. So with that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it if you guys do. Also, let me know, guys, what is your top 3 favorite films of all time? I love to hear about it. I like watching these type of videos, and hopefully you guys like this video and like my list. Because, again, this is my list. This is personal to me. Your list will be different, and that's all good, man. I'm excited. So let's just get into it. My number 25 is Leon the Professional. Guys, Gary Oldman, Jean Reno, and Luc Besson, Natalie Portman. This is just a wonderful film. Reno is a kick-ass hitman, and it the storyline between him and Natalie Portman is great. And then Gary Oldman is Gary Oldman. This is one of my favorite acting performances from him. Simply amazing. And I highly recommend it. I love this film. I'm going to say I love this film all the damn time, in case you guys are wondering, because I truly love all of these films. Number 24 is Beetlejuice. Michael Keaton just fits Beetlejuice so damn well. And there's so many wonderful actors. The ensemble is crazy. Gina Davis, Alec Baldwin, Winona Ryder, Cathy O'Hara. Just the list goes on. And the practical effects look amazing. And this is a banger, man. Tim Burton. This is a great intro for horror and for kids. And you know what? My kids had a good time, which makes me happy because I saw this when I was a kid. So this movie means a lot to me. So that is number 24. Number 23 is I saw this movie back when it first came out, and it was a perfect time to see this movie because I was in high school, like a junior, senior. I'm talking about Fight Club. Just Brad Pitt is simply phenomenal. Edward Norton is fantastic, is superb as always. Meatloaf is very good in this film. Yes, I said Meatloaf. He's good in this film. Helen Carter is just Marla. Unforgettable role. Just very memorable. The music by the Chemical Brothers is very good in here. Although I think they went as the Dust Brothers, if I remember right. On this, the score, the soundtrack is just phenomenal. But I love this film. The anarchy, the whole. This is a perfect 1999 movie. I simply love it so damn much. And I am Tyler Durden. Next is Home Alone. You know what? If I'm being honest, this could be a little bit higher on my list, but I love it. I can't wait till Christmas season. Every Christmas season, I get excited so much to watch this film, and there's a couple other films like The Ref and Christmas Vacation, and then another film I'm going to mention later on. But this is one of my go-tos. I simply love this film. You know, Joe Pesci, obviously Macaulay Culkin, David Stern, Kathy O'Hara is in here. I mean, yeah. This is the movie. I said it before for long time listeners who they already know, but this was my first movie theater experience was Home Alone, and I just remember my dad telling me to be quiet because I was laughing so damn much, and my kids love it too, which again makes me happy. 21 is Mrs. Doubtfire. Dude looks like a lady. Robin Williams is just he is a superstar. I mean, he's the only actor. When he died, I cried. Only time that's ever happened. He obviously, for the kids back in the early, who grew up in the late 80s or early 90s. I mean, he was the genie in Aladdin. I mean, he's been in so many great movies. But this is my favorite role of Robin Williams. When I was younger, I laughed my booty off in this movie. And then later on, when I became an adult and as a parent, I really understood what he did to do what he can to see his kids on a consistent basis. And that's to be a maid to his ex-wife and their home. So this movie is just a classic. Pierce Brosnan's really good in here. Sally Field. I mean, one of my favorite scenes is when he's transitioning, or they're making the mask, or at least kind of creating it, and the whole matchmaker. That's such a great scene. So Robin Williams, oh my goodness, man. I love Robin Williams, man, and we lost him too damn soon. Number 20 is Heat. I mean, just the conversation between Robert De Niro and Al Pacino in the cafe that's like a Hall of Fame, one of the best scenes, any movie. I don't know, man. It's just an iconic scene. And Val Kilmer is at his finest. What's his name? I'm forgetting the name. Tom, what's his name? Guys, I'm blanking, man. I'm gonna put it up here, but he's so damn good in this film too. So good, and the sound design is this is like top 5 best sound designs of any film. I mean, when you hear that gunfire from your sound system, you ducking, man. You're like, what the hell? You think it's like lifelike, because it sounds so realistic. And when they're in downtown LA, this is to me the ultimate heist movie, and it just helps that two of the best actors of all time are in this movie, and they're at their finest. So Heat. I watch this. This is part of my summer films. I'm not gonna lie. And this to me just screams summer, because it was a summer blockbuster, and I'm talking about The Rock. Or The Rock. I can't do a Sean Connery voice. I can't. So, just guys, this is a classic, man. This is my favorite Nick Cage movie. It's my favorite Sean Connery movie. Second to the last Raiders of the Last Indiana Jones of the Last Crusade. But yeah, and Ed Harris, holy cow, man. If I'm being honest, he is by far the best actor in this film. You just kind of go with the ridiculousness of a Michael Bay film, right? But Ed Harris is so damn good in this film. And I really like the story of why he, has these people at, the Rock, the Alcatraz, why, holds them hostage. So I'm not going to lie. Yeah. Anyway, fantastic film. Rocket Man, iconic scene. Number 18 is American Psycho. Christian Bale as Patrick Bateman is iconic, man. He plays him to a T, and just the phenomenal acting. He's so believable in this role. I believe his ass is psychotic in real life, man. William Dafoe, Reese Witherspoon, Jared Leto. There's so many great iconic scenes, especially with Kristen Bale and the hookers. Prostitutes, man. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, this movie is just iconic within the horror genre, folks. And this is a must-watch, must-own Hall of Fame horror film. Oh, amazing. American Psycho. Number 17 is my favorite Kurt Russell role, and that is Death Proof. Right over here. Death Proof, Mr. Stuntman Mike. Death Proof is just, there's so many great things about the film. How charismatic and, again, psychotic Kurt Russell is as Stuntman Mike. I mean, if you guys know exactly what scene this is, you know who he's talking to at the bar. And this one, he's calling the girl a wimp. And the way that he does impersonation of a typical spaghetti western, Nah, right there, Missy. In my book, terrible impersonation. However, Kurt Russell, Stuntman Mike, simply amazing. The first half of this film, I think, it's so damn good. The kill scenes is superb. Some of the action scenes that's in here, the way how it ends. The ladies in this film, every single one of them has been placed perfectly, cast perfectly, I should say. And guys, again, to me, this is a perfect film. Must own. Death Proof. Okay, guys. Next is Godfather Part... Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. It's not Coda. Silly Frank. Godfather Part 2. That is my favorites. I appreciate and I love the original Godfather. I mean, who the hell doesn't? However, Robert De Niro is fantastic. The way that he plays, not Michael Corleone, but the Don, the Godfather. I'm blanking on some of these names, man. I apologize, but Robert De Niro is. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't remember. I think he was nominated for an Oscar for this. I could be wrong, but just the ensemble cast. The ensemble to this movie. I mean, Robert Duvall, Diane Keaton, Robert De Niro, obviously, Michael Gazzo. I mean, Dude, obviously Al Pacino. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, I just love it. I love the backstory of how Corleone became the Don, what he did to kind of, destroy the other Sicilian Dons over there, in Sicily. And yeah, I love just how the story goes back and forth, past and current. I just love it. And it's a masterpiece, man. And he is so damn good. What's his name? Isn't it John Cazale? I think it's John Cazale. Him and Al Pacino in Dog Day Afternoon. Fantastic movie, man. That's a must own as well. And he died way too soon, but he is phenomenal in both of Godfather 1 and 2. I loved his character arc. I love it, man. I love his character arc in this film. Highly recommend it. I just love Godfather Part 2. It's so good. Not Coda. It's not bad. It's okay, Coda, but it's hard to go from Godfather 1 and 2, our masterpieces, and then go to Coda. I don't know, man. I don't know. Next is one of my favorite sci-fi films, and that is The Fifth Element. I had a fantastic time, just a very memorable time watching this movie with my dad. We saw at the time it was the biggest movie screen in Oregon, and it was just, that is something that I'll always remember is that memory, and the biggest screen I've ever seen. Of course, when you're a kid, everything is like 12 times bigger than what it probably is. But yeah, I love this movie. Chris Tucker is hella hilarious. Bruce Willis, Gary Oldman again. And our man Zeus, for us old time WWF peeps. He plays the president. It's very brief, obviously, but just so many great actors. Bruce Willis at his finest. I'm going to say this, and the Dolby Atmos is spectacular. I will say this, though. Fuzz, my man Fuzz, he suggested that I get the Studio Canal Fifth Element because the transfer is better than the Sony Pictures, which is this one. And he was not lying. It is so much better. The detail, the clarity, I don't know. It's just visually better. The 4K transfer is just spectacular, guys. So if you love this movie, of course, get the Steelbook and whatnot. But, I'm a huge fan, obviously, of this film. But this is the version to get. I got this on Amazon. And, it's fantastic. So that is it. Number 14. How to count it, man? I'm always gonna lose track of numbers. So 14. I'll just make sure again. 14. 14 is Pulp Fiction. Iconic. Not only, of course, is this this scene with Uma and John Travolta, but there is literally an iconic, just line, scene, the acting. Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead. I love it, man. Again, if you haven't seen this film, which if you haven't, then what the hell? John Travolta, Samuel Jackson, Uma Thurman, Bruce Willis, Harvey Keitel as the Wolf, man. Tim Roth. Tim Roth is fantastic. Him and his girlfriend, Amanda Plummer, in the beginning and at the end of the film. The soundtrack to this film is simply amazing. Ving Rhames, my man, Ving Rhames, Rosanna Arquette, and Christopher Walken, Bruce Willis. Christopher Walken, though, his scene of him and Bruce Willis's, when he's a kid, describing about the watch and what it goes through, his father's watch, is just one of the most iconic scenes in any movie. It's the monologue. What he says is just, I don't know if it's top 10, but it's up there. Yeah, that to me is one of the most memorable scenes of this film. You could just go on and on. Jackrabbit Slims. I mean, guys, this so much, man. The scene that happens in the car. That's why Mr. Wolf comes. I mean, iconic, man. This is my favorite Quentin Tarantino film. It's a masterpiece, man. It's a masterpiece. Speaking of masterpieces, number 13 is Back to the Future. For the longest time, I actually preferred Back to the Future too, but Back to the Future, I had to go back and watch it. The reason being is because my girls recently saw this movie, and I forgot how good this film is. Obviously, it's iconic, right? Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, Tia Thompson, Buzz. I mean, they're iconic. The DeLorean. I mean, guys, sci-fi, one of the best sci-fi films of all time. In fact, I think it's my top sci-fi film. That's non-horror. Yeah, I love it, man. I miss watching Michael J. Fox. He was such a great actor, and just the charm that he has in the first two, throughout the trilogy, but the first one especially, man. I just love it. And Christopher Lloyd, Doc Brown. I mean, guys, I love it. Spielberg. It's my favorite. I'm trying to look really quick. It's my favorite Steven Spielberg film. Yeah, this is so damn good. So good. Number 12 is Die Hard. Bruce Willis became a damn superstar. As my man said, Chase from AVA, Pop Culture, it ain't Christmas until Hans goes over the Nakazumi. Oh my God. Not Nakazumi. Was it Nakatama? Nakatama, I believe, Plaza. Anyway, this is one of the best Christmas movies of all time. Yes, Christmas movie, one of the best action films. Carl Winslow, the officer, he's very good in this film. I mean, so good. Alan Rickman, he is one of the best villains, as Hans in this film. There's so many great iconic lines and scenes. The ho 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 elevator scene, and Bruce Willis as John McClane is iconic. Iconic, man. Who the hell doesn't like Die Hard? If you know someone who doesn't like Die Hard, I think you might need to change friends. That's just my opinion. I'm just saying, Die Hard. I literally don't know anyone who doesn't like Die Hard. Just saying, guys. Number 11 is, of course, this could have been all three, part of the trilogy. However, it's not. Only movies, single movies. And that is Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. this to me is the perfect part 2 of any movie. Yes, even better than Empire Strikes Back, even better than Godfather Part 2, at least to me. I love this film so damn much. I Peter Jackson is just yeah. I mean, this movie, the practical effects is just fantastic with the orgs and the creature design, the 4Ks to this trilogy and the Hobbit trilogy is just must own movies. With the Dolby Atmos, is just, just sit down and just enjoy the show, enjoy the rumbling. Vigo, Ian, as Gandalf, iconic. I mean, there's the ensemble again: Elijah Wood, Ian, Liv Taylor, Vigo, Sean Astin, Cate Blanchett, Christopher Lee. The man's already a legend, but then he comes out and is in this. Man, whoosh. I love it. Two Towers. My number 11. So, again, I just got to remind people, my list is a little different than others. And, that's what makes each one's top 25 unique. You get to know a little bit more about me. And, part of the reason why I chose these movies. But, of course, there's some damn horror films in this, in my top 10. But you guys are probably going to be surprised with my top 5, top 3, number 1. So, number 10 is Halloween. 5 out of 5, masterpiece, John Carpenter. You could go either which way of Halloween and another film, which you probably already know what I'm going to say. But this is Michael Myers, The Shape, the Boogeyman, is just so perfect. He is legit scary in this film. No, of course there's some gore scenes, but it's not crazy, man. It's just the way that John Carpenter directed this film, Jamie Lee Curtis, Donald Pleasant. I mean, this movie is just, it's so damn good, man. I watch it multiple times during Halloween, and I'm so happy that Scream Factory went all out with Halloween, with this 4K transfer, with the Dolby Atmos. I mean, this is the version to get, and it just makes me so damn happy. Because this movie deserves it. It deserves all the love. Because it is one of the, it's iconic. It's one of the best horror movies of all time. So Halloween is my number 10. Number 9 is back-to-back John Carpenters. And that is The Thing. I said earlier that Kurt Russell as Stuntman Mike is my personal favorite character that he plays, a favorite role that he plays. However, this movie is so damn good. Who the hell is The Thing? Just the suspense, the practical effects, just the effects in general. I mean, it's so suspenseful, man. In the who's who and iconic gore, creature scenes, designs. The atmosphere is so tense in this movie. Like Halloween, John Carpenter is the master at it. And And, any other day I could probably go, switch Halloween and The Thing, but without a doubt, 1, 2 for me for John Carpenter is The Thing and Halloween. That probably is, cliche, but I don't give a fuck. This movie's a masterpiece. Halloween's a masterpiece. 5 out of 5. 4K's fantastic. This has DTS:X as well. So great audio, immersive audio design. But I love it, man. I watch it every Halloween season as well. Number 8. If you guys know, this is one of the films that, I saw and remember in the theater with my dad, and I just love it. And that is Batman Returns. It is my favorite Batman. Michael Keaton is my Batman. Michelle Pfeiffer changed my damn life. She is a fox. Man, she is. She changed my life, man. She is just a goddess in this film. Her character, of course, the sex appeal. She plays Catwoman to a T just perfectly. Danny DeVito is a gnarly penguin. Christopher Walken is in here. I mean, this movie is just so damn good. I love how gritty and dark Gotham City is in this movie with the Tim Burton movies. 1 and 2. I remember when I was a kid playing with the little Batman mobile cars. I grew up in 83. I was born in 83. I grew up in the 80s. So, this Michael Keaton will forever be my Batman. And this is my favorite Batman movie. It's a 10 out of 10, man. Another thing, a great memory really quick, is that I remember it was snowing outside, and just seeing this movie with my dad. Just very, very memorable. Very memorable. I love it. This is number 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My bad, 7. This is a masterpiece. Ridley Scott's finest sci-fi. It's my favorite horror sci-fi film, and I'm talking about Alien. Alien is to me one of the scariest films, and just Sigourney Weaver is iconic. She's one of the best final girls in my opinion, and just her as Ripley. Oh my God. And yeah, I know a lot of people, they prefer Aliens, which is totally fine. That's great. I love Aliens too, but I just love how scary Alien is. Kind of like the Terminator. I fell in love with the T2. I remember T2, but then when I got older, I really prefer the original to the second one, just because how intimidating, scary Arnold Schwarzenegger is as T8, 800. The xenomorph, man, holy shit! The scenes. Iconic scenes at the dinner table, and man, I don't know, masterpiece of a film, one of the best 4K transfers. Enough can't be said that this is a classic, man. Now my number 6. I talk too damn long sometimes, and I forget what the hell number I'm on. My number 6. You guys are probably like, what the hell? How is that number 6? Especially for those who don't really know me. But again, this is the point of, You guys get to know me. For my long-time subscribers, you guys know how much I love this film. I mean, hell, I got 3 damn editions and a beautiful limited edition to this film. And I'm talking about Old Boy. Old Boy is my number 6. I could go 5 or 6 and for this film, but right now, this is number 6. This is the film that completely changed me with international films. The best South Korean film, in my opinion. One of the best stories, the twist, the acting, the score to this film. I mean, all of it is so damn good. So many damn memorable scenes. I still can't believe they did a remake to the damn film with Josh Brolin. Josh Brolin's a good actor, but man, come on, man. Anyway, Old Boy, must own, must watch. This is the neon version, and it's gorgeous, beautiful 4K transfer. My number 5. Yeah, my number 5 is Candyman. This is my favorite horror film, my favorite horror villain. I will say that every damn time. This is the movie that, that I love. I love this film to pieces. Tony Todd as Candyman is obviously iconic. And Virginia Madison is so good in this film. I don't know, man. There's so many great layers to this film. I should probably do like a video about this film. But I simply love it. I needed to get this limited edition from Arrow. Of course, I have the Scream Factory 4K as well. But guys, iconic, man. Just everything about, and you feel for Candyman, especially in number 2. This the whole backstory of Candyman. He didn't deserve it, but he gets his revenge, and chef's kiss, man. Chef's kiss. I love it. I was about to cuss, but I love it. My number 4. Again, my top 5 really kind of surprised me. But this is like, if I'm being honest, this is my ranking. My number 4 is A Christmas Story. This is my favorite Christmas movie. I look forward to seeing this movie multiple times during the Christmas season. I just had so many great memories when I was a kid watching it. Love it to death as an adult. My kids love this film, which makes me cherish it a little bit more. So many iconic lines and scenes, and the lamp. I mean, just the BB gun, and just his imagination. Ralphie. I love this film, and the scene when he eats the soap and he rats on his friend, lies that his friend was telling him all these curse words. That scene is just one of my favorite scenes in any movie. I just love it, man. I love it to pieces. It's my favorite Christmas film. I love it. My number 3. Top 3, y'all. Top 3. Again, let me know, guys, your top 3 favorite movies. I love to hear about it. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe. How to plug that in. Number 3, The Matrix. I love this film so damn much that I got an international 4K 4-film collection, man. I showed that baby off multiple times, but I simply this film kind of changed me in some ways. Sounds kind of weird, especially talking about the damn Matrix, but I skipped school, skipped class to see this film. It was just me and one other person watching this film and at the movie theater, and it was one of the best theater experiences I've ever had in my entire life because my eyes was just wide open, my jaw was dropped. Some of these scenes that I've never, seen before in a movie, the bullet time, how Keanu Reeves plays Neo, Lawrence Fishburne, Carrie Ann Moss, hello. I mean, Carrie, oh, Trinity, oh, damn. And the music to this film, I mean, I was such a this was a phenomena when this came out. Just Matrix everything, and I loved it. I simply loved it, and I was such a nerd about this film when I owned it on VHS. I set it as an alarm, so I set certain scenes. So whenever it was like time to wake up, I woke up to like the dojo scene or like the on top of the building scene with the bullet time. I mean, I love this film. I cherish it so much. Again, I own just multiple 4Ks versions of it. But this to me, top 3, one of the best films I've ever seen. Number 2 is Star Wars: A New Hope. This is my favorite sci-fi film of all time. I stated before, this is the only franchise that makes me feel like a kid. Like, it seriously brings me back, brings great memories. When I hear John Williams' score, I know that I'm about to have a good experience. And yeah, for the longest time, Empire Strikes Back used to be my favorites. Revenge of the Sith used to be one of my favorites. But then the more and more times that I watch A New Hope, the more I love it, and it just surpassed the other two. And I just love it, man. This is a masterpiece. 5 out of 5. George Lucas, you the man. I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I just love it. My number 1 is going to surprise people, especially those who, know me as a horror fan and you expect me to have like a horror film. But my number 1 is the best mafia film of all time. Some of the best actors of all time. One of the best directors of all time. And I'm talking about Goodfellas. Joe Pesci, Robert De Niro, Ray Liotta, Martin Scorsese. Joe Pesci won an Oscar for this. I mean, it is. Whenever this movie is on TV, like I legit just stop what I'm doing and just watch the film. Side note, I really wish this had a better 4K transfer, but I'm glad to have it on 4K. That being said, I Ray Liotta is so damn good. I mentioned it, I think maybe in one of my earlier videos. I recently saw Narc, and he steals that movie as well because he's just a phenomenal actor. But he is toe to toe with Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci, of course, is very memorable and Oscar worthy for, and deserves every ounce of winning that Oscar. But yeah, it even says right here, the best mob movie ever, Roger Ebert's. That's right, Roger. Yeah, I don't know, man. Obviously it's my favorite Martin Scorsese film. I don't know what else to say, guys. This is a must own, must watch, best movie, best mob movie, best everything to me. I just love it. that is it, man. Hopefully you guys liked the video, enjoyed the experience of my top 25. Again, I love to hear about your guys' top 3. Are you some of your favorite movies? Thank you to my subscribers. I really appreciate it. Thank you to John from Let's Talk Entertainment for being part of the collectors tier. Guys, I like making these type of videos, and I hope you guys like watching these type of videos as well, at least specifically this one. Because, like I said, I love making them, and you guys get to know a little bit more about me than you guys did previously. So that's it, guys. So thanks for watching, and have a good one, guys.